So now we're going to focus more on our marking, something that coaches we felt that in our training camp we thought we need to work more on our marking. So we're going to work more on marking in our second training camp. So right now we're going to focus more on how we're going to maintain ourselves in backhand and forehand marking, forehand force. So first we're going to talk about backhand force, where what will happen if a mark is setting up his defense very close and aggressive. It's always little disadvantage for a mark defender because most of the handlers are right-handers at this moment, so they're going to make a very big pivot, and if they take, they're going to have enough throwing space to throw an easy inside out. This is what happens when throwers setting up very aggressively, and also they have an easy forehand around throw when we are setting up an aggressive backhand mark. But whereas what we're going to ask is, we're going to ask Rahul to take, oh that's too far, little go. Okay, we're going to ask Rahul to take a small step back and maintain the force, where if Tarunana goes for backhand inside out, Rahul can stop it, and even if Tarunana go for forehand around pass, he can try to maintain and put pressure on the dump, and the only option is throw to dump side, and which is okay at this moment. Good. Whereas when it comes to forehand, so we don't want Rahul Chennai to set up too far because Taruna has an easy inside out and he'll have enough space, and we are always giving that easy for an inside even without pivoting. And again, so we have easy around pivot for Taruna to break the mark. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask Rahul to set up an aggressive, where Rahul Chennai is going to give only one disc space and play aggressive defense. Try to put pressure on that easy. Keep your hand, stop your easy forehand inside out options. And whereas when you're playing aggressive forehand mark, you can also see that thrower has to take that around pivot when we go for backhand. So we will have enough time to maintain our force. So keep that in mind when we want to play forehand. We want to give an calculated distance and maintain the force. And when we're playing forehand, we're going to play aggressive. When I say calculated distance, it depends on the thrower. So now, right now we're going to work on our marking drill, where we have 3 throwers sitting up in a triangle shape, so 3 points. And so Rahul Chennai's objective is to keep, when he's doing backhand force, keep a calculated distance, and when he's doing forehand, play aggressive. Right now Rahul Chennai is starting up with backhand mark, and throwers trying to break the mark. If they couldn't able to break the mark, they're going to take that open side option. Rahul Chennai is trying to maintain the force and distance. In this drill, Rahul Chennai is going to work on stop couple of passes, but you can challenge yourself to play 1 minute defense or 2 minutes defense or 30 seconds defense. Right now we're going to ask Rahul Chennai to play 15-second defense. Good? 3, 2, 1, on. Run. Yes, good. Good. Golden, run, Rahul Chennai, set up. When you see a thrower dropping frisbee somewhere, we don't want our mark to stop where the spot is, and thrower is going to go there and take the frisbee and marker. It's your job to run and set up your mark there. Good. So Golden is there. Rahul Chennai is going to set up your mark there, and drill is going to start. Okay, so we're going to work on 2 things in this drill. First thing is maintain the force. When you're doing forehand force, maintain that you're playing very aggressive. And second thing, when you're playing backhand force, give that calculated distance, and we're going to maintain throughout the circle. It can be 1 minute or 30 seconds or 2 minutes. So for our team, I would say practice 1 minute. Second thing is very important, especially when break side throw happen or even open side throw happen. Rather than running and setting up the mark, take a look over your shoulder and stop the continuation pass and try to maintain the force and set up, which is very important. We're going to work on this in our training camp, second training camp more, but make sure you are taking that snapshot, stopping the continuous pass, maintaining the force, and you're setting up. So first thing, maintain the distance when you're marking. Second thing, setting up the force is very important.